we have 3 o'clock. And, okay. Oh, hi. How are you? Yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Are you my 1 o'clock? Okay, awesome, cool. So before we get started with anything, I just want to check you in, just make sure you're all in our system and make sure that nothing has changed since our phone call that we had just a couple days ago when you scheduled. Okay, perfect. All right, so you're my 1 o'clock. And just go ahead and confirm your name for me, please. Perfect. Okay, and I understand you were looking today just to kind of get some new pieces for your wardrobe. Okay, very cool. That is what we're here for. Now, I know you mentioned you prefer a little bit more of like muted, natural colors. Okay. Are you open to exploring any brighter colors? Yeah, we'll play around with that and we'll see what you like. Don't worry, I got you. Alright. Okay, so we have you in. Okay. Perfect. So I've already got a room set up for you with a few pieces that I pulled aside. So I think you're really gonna like most of them. If you don't love them, that's okay. I'm just here to give you options, okay? Alright. So I understand that you were looking for a little bit of everything. Scarves, tops, tank tops, little jackets, all that stuff. Okay. Yeah, seasons are changing. Let me just take a look. Yeah, seasons are changing a little bit. We're getting a little bit colder weather, which is super lovely. I know I'm excited. Alright. Okay, great. So I think we're all set. Can I offer you anything to drink? A coffee, a water, anything like that? Okay. If you change your mind, just let me know, okay? Alright. So if you want to go ahead, I'm actually just gonna, I'm sorry, do you mind if I just move a little bit of the hair out of your face? Okay. I just think sometimes it gives you a little bit of, you can look at the clothing rather than kind of what's going on with your hair. And then if you like the clothing, I always think it's even better when your hair is down. So it's like trying something on with socks and hating it because the socks ruin the look. But, well, it's kind of the opposite. Anyway. Alright. So I figure we're going to start with, we'll start with tank tops since that's kind of the weather that we have right now. Alright. So the first piece I have for you is just this basic yellow tank top. As you can see, it's a really great staple piece. And it's very soft. This yarn is amazingly soft. Now, all of our pieces are handmade, so you won't ever really get 100% the same thing as other people. Might have a little bit different, a little bit inconsistencies. So we've just got 2 triangle cups here, 1 there, and then 1 there. Now, these are all about a size small, extra small. With crochet, you can, depending on your yarn, sometimes you can make it a little bit smaller because your stitches will stretch. Now this is just a simple spaghetti strap. Now would you like to try this one on? Okay, perfect. Alright, so since we already had you go ahead and just kind of strip down to your bra and your basics, I'm just going to try this on for you, okay? Alright, perfect. Alright. Okay, now let's get the strap. Okay. So go ahead, take a look in the mirror for me and let me know what you think. Yeah, it's not exactly a fitted style. It's, if you wanted, we could honestly add a cinching around your waist, and we could even tie it a little bit tighter for you. What do you think? Okay. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and take that off of you. And we'll put that in the maybe pile. Okay, sounds good. Alright, so I'm just going to set that right there by me. You can see your maybe pile. And I'm going to take a coffee break. You sure you don't want me? Okay. Alright, so if you like the tank top style, I have another one to show you. And now this one is a little bit different. I would actually compare it more to the one that I have on currently. So this is a tulip stitch bandeau kind of style with a corset lace up in the back. And similar to what this one is as well, okay? So this is a halter style. So you're going to tie these around your neck. And now, as opposed to this style where these straps cross across your back and then tie, we have separate ties for the corset back, okay? Now, I know it can be a little bit tough to get into a corset style back on your own, but I can show you some tips and tricks. And here with this one, we've used a variegated yarn, and it's given us a really beautiful kind of tie-dye effect. So your standard cups right here, and then we have kind of your torso layer. Now again, since these are all handmade, if you see something you like but you're thinking, you know, I wish maybe this was a little bit longer, maybe I wish the cups were a little bit smaller, so we can absolutely do that for you. So here I could just add a couple more rows if you'd like that to be a little bit longer. And then we end at the bottom with a little peacoat stitch, which I think just gives it a little bit more flair. Now, what do you think? Do you want to try this one on? Okay, perfect. Alright, so now I've already laced up the back loosely so that we can put it over the head and then tie you into it, okay? Alright, so if you wouldn't mind, I'm just just gonna take these straps. I'm gonna open this, and I'm just gonna put that. Awesome. Okay. All right. So now these straps are going to tie. I know the bugs are very noisy where I live. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna tie that for you. All right. All right. So now I'm not gonna fully tie the corset. I'm just gonna tighten it for you just to kind of get the idea, okay? Okay. All right, now take a look in the mirror. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I like this one too. I think it has a really nice shape to it. I think it's really flattering. The corset back is very flattering for a lot of people because it kind of naturally cinches your waist a little bit. So I know a lot of ladies really like it. A lot of guys too. Alright, so we're going to take you out of this one. Beautiful. Now, you seemed a little bit more excited about that one, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the yes pile. If you change your mind or if you want to put it in maybe, go ahead, but I'm going to put it in the yes pile for you, okay? Alright, alright. So, as far as tank tops go, that's about what I have. And now, like I said, if you did like this style, we can always offer that as well. Alright, so let's move on to kind of colder weather tops, okay? And I've got some that I think you will really like. So the first one is this one. Now, I know we said like kind of more natural colors, but I think that this one has some beautiful kind of like natural springy colors. I think it's great for Easter. And now the style of this shirt, okay? It is a wrap top, alright? So I'll back up a little so you can get the full effect. So it's a wrap top. So you're going to take one triangle this way, and you're going to take one that way. Whoops. One like that, if I can get. And then they each have their own respective ties to them. So you'll tie it around, and then you can tie it off at the side. And it's got these beautiful kind of bell sleeves. And this is just a very simple granny stitch. Super simple, very pretty. Do you think you want to give this one a shot? Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna take it in the back of you. Alright, and get it adjusted on your shoulders, just like that. Alright, I'm gonna tie it around. And then tie this side around. Okay. Alright. What do you think? Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? I really like it. I love the colors. I think it's bright and cheery, but without being kind of like in your face. I know. Yeah, I think it's lovely. Now, this yarn is a little bit heavier. It is a weight 4, but I kind of feel like this is one of more thinner kind of worsted weight yarns, and I think it's not going to be too hot let me untie you. Okay, perfect. All right. So what did we think? Are we thinking yes, no, maybe? Okay. I'll stick it in the maybe because, like I said, it could be great for kind of like transitional weather. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Let's break up the monotony a little bit, and I'm going to show you two scarves, okay? Now, the scarves are kind of the same. They're both a triangular shape. One is a little bit bigger than the other. So one's definitely a little bit more for warmer weather. The other one, I think, you could use as more just like a fashion piece. So we'll start with the lighter one, okay? All right, so here, this is, I would call this more of a shawl rather than a scarf, but you can still wear it as a scarf. I can demonstrate, so you would just go like that, and you'd have something like that. So, okay, I'll let you try it on. All right, now this is the virus shawl, and we've chosen a really beautiful, another variegated yarn for this one. And it just really complements the pattern so well. Now, like I said, it's a little bit airier, it's more of a shawl. You could even kind of throw it over like that if you wanted to. You could do all kinds of stuff. So I'm just going to kind of drape it over you. Okay, lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, now what do you think of that before I kind of tie it into the scarf for you? Yeah, it's pretty, right? I think it really complements your skin tone. All right, now then, to tie it like a scarf, we're going to take our two ends with our big triangle at the bottom, and I'm going to go around your right shoulder and around your left shoulder, and then it's just kind of going to bunch up right here for you. You like it too? Yeah, I think it's very, very pretty. Very versatile as well. Okay. So this one is a yes. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to fold it up for you, and now I still want to show you the other, this one I'd call more of a scarf. Oh my goodness, everybody's out and alive and happy today. Okay. Now, this next one, like I said, definitely more of a colder weather, kind of like true scarf, but it's very beautiful. A little bit of a simpler pattern. All right, so now here we have used a rainbow cake and created this. Now, stitches are a lot closer together in this one. It's definitely not as flashy as a pattern as the other one. And as you can see, I'll demonstrate again. This one would be a lot thicker, a lot bigger, but I think it's super fashionable and could provide a lot of warmth. And this one is almost even better, if you wanted to use it as a shawl, you could just wrap like that, and the end triangles kind of so beautifully reach back here. In fact, if you wanted, we could even put them together and it could be more of a shawl jacket type style. So I'm going to try this one on you. We'll do it like a shawl first. And just kind of see if you like the look of it. Okay. And what do you think of that? Yeah, it's a little heavier than the last one. I believe that, oops, I believe the previous one is a little bit of a thinner yarn. This one's only slightly thicker, but just with how it's a lot more stitches, so it's going to be a lot thicker, feel a lot like more yarn. And I'm going to tie it around. Lovely, okay. I still think it could be a great piece for the fall. Yeah, and I think the colors are muted enough that it's rainbow, but it's, yeah, it can kind of be more of like a natural rainbow. Yeah, I like it. Okay. What do you think of this one? Okay, awesome. I like the scarf. Scarves are great layering pieces. Alright, so let's fold this one up for you. And we'll put that with the other ones, okay? Alright. Alright. I know, I love that like mustard color. Okay, now I've got a few more pieces. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a quick note of what we've looked at so far. Okay. Now, yeah, I guess the way we've done it is we're kind of transitioning into colder weather with what I'm showing you. So, next is a really great piece that I think can also even work towards, you know, like the end of August, when it's starting to get a little chillier, like kind of like right now. This would be perfect for at night, sitting around like a bonfire or at a barbecue, you know, when that night breeze kind of comes out a little bit. Alright, so this is a mesh stitch crop with kind of similar, those kind of bell style sleeves, okay? So a little bit bigger sleeves. And we've got a square neck. And this is just a really great casual throw over piece. And let's just see how you like it. So I'm gonna put that over here. Alright. Now, I know it's the long sleeve, but because of this mesh stitch, it really lets you breathe. And I think it's very nice for like those natural kind of muted colors that you were looking for. Oh, I think it's super cute. Like a high-waisted bottom. Even a low rise could probably be very cute. I like it. Alright. Now before you decide on that one, I do have another similar style. These sort of like long sleeve crop mesh tops are very in style right now, so I've got a couple. So I'm just gonna put that one aside completely. No pile yet. And then we'll see what you think after I show you this one. Now, this one is, I would say this one's definitely thicker. This one would probably be better suited as more of a winter top, just because the mesh isn't as far apart as the other ones, so this is a little bit more of just kind of like a standard like treble crochet. And I know it's very busy. It's a very busy multicolor yarn, but what we did here is, so you've got two very large sleeves. Now these are going to be way bigger sleeves than the other one, but what we've done is, so one sleeve has the black and tan, and the other has the black and brown, okay? So, and I'll throw it on you, and like I said, you'll be able to see, and it's a little bit heavier. The sleeves definitely add some weight to it, but it makes it a bit more of like a slouchy, kind of cozy style, as opposed to a more trendy, not necessarily fitted, but just more of like a trendy style. Let's try this one on you, okay? Yeah, you can already feel it's a little bit heavier. Yeah, I know some people don't love that. They don't necessarily want to feel how heavy what they're wearing is. And it's a little bit more off the shoulder as well. Yeah, okay, not your favorite, not your favorite. That's okay. Let's get you out of there. Okay. So that will go in the no pile. Alright. So we're thinking a yes to this one. Whoops. We're thinking a yes to this one. Lovely. Alright. Well, my dear, I've only got one more piece to show you. And this one, I think, will be a lot of fun for you. Alright, now, this will be very perfect for the fall, for colder weather. So, what we've got here is a granny square style kind of cardigan jacket with a hood, okay? Now the hood is one of my favorite parts. And I'll even demonstrate. I'll put it on for you, show you kind of the vibe, because sometimes it helps to see on other people. Alright, so we've got a beautiful green with, now the green is very cool. It has a few little flecks in it. And then your hood, you can pop that up just like so. Okay, so excuse me. And now this one is also fairly breathable, but I would say this one is definitely better for nighttime, colder weather. Not freezing, obviously, because you're still going to have the gaps because of the granny stitches. Alright, so I'm going to put this on you. And let's try the hood, shall we? Okay. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's really cool. It does kind of give a little bit of like hunter camo vibes, but that's okay. Yeah, I think this one is really a great piece. You could layer it with a lot of stuff, or you could even use it as kind of like a shacket style, like a shirt jacket. and wear just even like a little bralette under it would be super cute. So what do we think? Yeah, I think at least one jacket. Because then you kind of cover all of your bases a little bit. You get a tank top, a jacket, 2 scarves, and a top. Yeah? Okay. Alright, so let me grab your pile. Alright, so we've got all of these things for you. Okay, perfect. Alright, my dear, let's get you checked out. Let's get you checked out. Now, what was your phone number again so I can get you your points for today? Okay. Perfect. Alright. So we have the granny jacket. So that is alright, so it's the granny jacket. And then we're taking the mesh top. Alright, so a little mesh top will fold up for you. Alright, rainbow scarf is alright, rainbow scarf. I always feel like I'm folding a flag when I fold that thing. Alright, the virus shawl. This is probably one of my favorites. I'm so glad you're getting this. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, and our last one is the corset top. I think you should get this one. It looked really good on you. Alright, so corset top. Let's get our ends folded up. Alright, now let's totally up. Alright. Okay, so you do have a little bit of a discount today. So your total is going to be on the pin pad right there for you. Awesome. Alright, my dear. Well, I will go ahead and bag all of this up for you. And I'll write you a little fit card that has what you liked on it. So, you know, for next time. Yeah, and you can bring that back in next time you're here. And you could be like, oh my god, I loved, you know, this top or that, or bring that in and we'll be able to kind of help you your next time in, okay? Alright, lovely. I'm going to stick that right in the bag for you. Okay, and you are all good to go. I hope you love your pieces so much, and I hope that you come back and see us again soon. Alright, bye.